Greetings from Elite English Academy. Dear friends, in this video I am going to give you information regarding the online coaching for English literature students to clear NET Set exam. First, let me introduce Elite English Academy. It is an institute exclusively meant for English literature students. Here, we offer training for all types of exams related to English. Since 2014, we have been offering offline classes for NET English exam. In 2017, we offered offline courses for PGTRB English and TRB Polytechnic Lecturer exam. In 2019, we started online classes for PGTRB English and TRB Polytechnic exam. The new venture is based on the request of many students of our old batches and new students. We have just started the online classes for NET English. Why should one clear NET exam? If you want to become an assistant professor in a college across India, there are two qualifications. Either you have to clear NET exam or you have to complete PhD. Completing PhD may take more time. So better you can clear NET exam with the right preparation and hard work. And one more thing, if you pass the exam with the highest percentage, a certain percentage of the students are given stipend to do PhD full time. The stipend ranges from 30,000 to 35,000 per month. It will be a great opportunity. Nearly for 5 years, we had been conducting just offline courses. The need for conducting online courses arose in 2019. So there is an important reason for conducting online classes. Just let's compare. In traditional classes, the class timing is fixed. So you have to go there on time. Whereas in online courses, the lessons would be there and at any time you can access the video material. Whereas in traditional classes, your physical presence is needed. For example, one day if you are sick, you will miss the whole classes. Your friend may record the class or you may borrow the notes, but at the same time, you will not get the feel of the class. Whereas in online classes, you can do the course at your pace, at your convenience, at your time. So it is very important being ready for attending the class. So online courses provide that facility. Then of course travel. If your hometown is in one place, if the center is in another place, you have to travel. Mostly these classes are conducted on weekends. On every weekend you have to go. It will consume lot of time and also you have to spend money also. You will become tired. Whereas regarding online classes, you are the master. No travel. At home, you have to create your own atmosphere, then you can start learning. In traditional classes, there will be peer pressure always. Of course, there will be a good rivalry. So, how does that person perform? How does this person perform? Like that. Whereas here in online courses, you are the architect of your own preparation. In traditional class, one of the biggest advantages is whenever you get a serious doubt, you can raise your hand, you can ask the question, the faculty may clarify the doubt. Whereas here in online classes, we have a platform for raising the doubt and it will be attended by our faculty team. Then in traditional classes, it is very difficult to complete notes. So you may take notes, the span of attention is less, the faculty may go fast, so there may be a time constraint to complete the syllabus within the stipulated time. So it is very difficult to complete the notes. Of course, they may provide hard copies. At the same time, taking your own notes while listening to the class is very important. Whereas in online classes, since you have the facility to access the video lessons again and again, so without missing even a single point, you can take notes. Then in traditional classes, there may be limited time for conducting tests. and that has to be corrected, the answer has to be discussed. Whereas in online classes, there are plenty of tests. So immediately you will get the right answer and wrong answer. So there is an opportunity to analyze where you go wrong. So it is a great learning. Then in traditional classes, one of the advantages is there is a possibility of group study. Whereas in online classes, of course, some friends join at the same time. Mostly you'll be going for individualized preparation. So it will be self-paced. But at the same time, I would suggest if you find a very good friend with whom you can discuss your progress, then sharing of information and widening the knowledge will be better. In traditional classes, because of time constraint, only less content should be provided. Whereas in online classes, the content to be provided will be endless. Every day, every week, there will be additional material. In every course, at least 10% of more materials will be added. So definitely, online classes have advantages. What does Elite English Academy offer through the online course? We offer 200 hours of video lessons on different topics, author-wise, individual work-wise. Then there will be a detailed analysis of 100 great literature. If you go through the past questions, based on important works, questions are getting repeated. If not the same questions, the questions are asked from specific works. Considering this, we have analyzed more than 100 great works across the world of all ages for your benefit. Then, special exercises on criticism, theories, and ELT. After the revision of the syllabus, the special focus is on literary theories and ELT. Based on that, we have good lessons. Then, test practice. So there are two different things, gaining knowledge and practicing it. Many students, though they have very good content, though they have studied well, when they actually face the exam, they fail it. So in order to compensate that, we provide plenty of exercises and model exams. First, individual topic tests, more than 200 topics it is available. So the question ranges, for example, it is if it is a very important poetry, 10 questions will be there. If it is a novel or drama, questions range from 20 to 50. So it will be a very good experience. Then unit test. So there are 10 units in the syllabus. For each and every unit, we provide a sample question. Based on that, there will be 100 questions. So after reading, after studying one particular unit, you can practice your knowledge. Then afterwards, model exams. This is the biggest thing that we have. So roughly 6 months course means 180 days you'll be with us. So you'll be taking 100 model exams based on the net exam. So 100 into 100 questions, 10,000 questions you will be practicing. Of course, there may be a few repetitions, but mostly 90 percentage there won't be any repetition at all. So if you do the test, then check the answers, then if you internalize the answers one by one, definitely it will be a great preparation. You will be closer to victory. Then material for further reference. So our things are arranged like this. You listen to the lessons, you do the practice, you make notes. Afterwards, you'll be referring to different materials that we provide. So here the important point we give you. So just you can refer, access at any time, and you can make notes. Then this is the most important thing I would say. Whenever you have doubt, we have a platform to clarify doubts. Just you can post in it. Then afterwards, our faculty team will attend to it with the right response. Then the new things that we have, daily snippets. For example, when certain things are given in a short way, definitely that will go deeper into your mind. So daily snippets. Every day once you get up, if you just access our website, just you will get a few points, most important points from net exam point of that will go deeper into your mind. Then smart cards. So this works like that. Whenever you access our website, you can find some important phrases, questions there. Will give you some time to think. If you think your answer is right, you can just put down. Then if you just click that, you will get the explanation for it. So we call it as smart cards. That is very grateful, very useful to you. Then regarding the course duration, we offer the course for 6 months from the date of registration. So for every day we have certain plan for you for both paper 1 and paper 2. So if you are ready to spend your time, if you are ready to follow our technique and methods, then definitely will take you closer to victory. And of course, there is always offer for our old students, whether they have studied in the offline or online. Just if you access our contact number, definitely will give you some offer. Now let's discuss the exam pattern. So those who have written already, they are familiar with this. This is for the students who haven't appeared for NET exam. So there are two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. In paper 1, the number of questions 50. So each question carries 2 marks. So totally 100 marks. Paper 2, 100 questions, 100 into 2, 200 marks. So the total number of questions 150 and the maximum marks 300. The duration 3 hours. The first paper is collected within a, then the remaining 2 hours will be spending for paper 2. So the exam will be conducted through online. That is the reason why we give you online practice. Then the eligibility. So once you complete the exam, who will be eligible to receive NET exam certificate? If you are from general category, in both the papers, minimum you have to score 40 percentage, right? So they call it as aggregated marks. So if you belong to OBC and other category, so 35 percentage in both the papers. This is the basic requirement. Of course, once you complete all these things, from the registration, 60 percentage of students are allowed to clear the exam. So it is very painful to say. Sometimes the students clear the papers individually. So technically they are passed, but at the same time they are not eligible to receive the certificate. That happens because of this 6 percentage of mark. So among these 6 percentage, so the first percentage, so those who have highest rank in all the subjects, they are given the eligibility for JRF. So they receive stipend to do PhD for 3 years. Right. So based on this, how many questions one should answer correct based on the 2019 cutoff? So for unreserved category, 52 for lectureship. Then that means for paper 1, 26 questions you have to answer correct out of 50 questions. So for paper 2, out of 100 questions, you might have answered 52 questions correct. That means 104. For OBC category, 46 was the percentage cutoff. So in paper 1, 23 and paper 2, 46. Here one more important thing is, so together I have calculated. But if you have scored 20, that is the maximum minimum requirement. So if you have compensated that mark in the second paper, no problem. So roughly this should be your plan. According to 2019 cutoff, for different categories, for general 52, OBC 46, the remaining categories, so of course 43 and 42. So based on this you have to calculate. So what would be the safer side? If you belong to the general category, in paper 1 a 30, in paper 2 50 plus, then definitely you can make it. For OBC and other categories, so the mark ranges are very closer. So what you have to go for, in paper 1 at 25. Out of 50, you have to score 25 questions correct. In paper 2, F50, that will be the safer side because every time, so 2 percentage you have to weigh, either 2 percentage above or 2 percentage less. So this should be your plan. In paper 1, out of 50, 25. In paper 2, out of 100, 50 questions. So if you answer like this, definitely no one can stop you from passing NET exam next time. So at this moment, many students used to think, can I? So self-doubt is the biggest thing. So that stops a person from winning. Some students used to feel, sir, how many times should I try? How many times did you try? Twice? Thrice? Please remember, you are the architect of your future. At this moment, let me explain the theory that works behind Bumblebee. What you find on the picture is Bumblebee. According to aerodynamic rules, according to the findings of scientists, Bumblebee does not possess the capacity to fly because its body is big, whereas the wings are too thin, too small. So if physics is right, Bumblebee cannot fly. But Bumblebee does not know that. We know the aerodynamics, but Bumblebee does not know that. So it tries, at one moment it starts flying. So it is not able to carry its own weight, but in spite of that, because of constant trials, constant practice, Bumblebee tries. Dear friends, especially those who are taking part in NET exam, you are like bumblebees. Of course, the syllabus is too big. It is too big to carry, but brushing aside all these things, if you work hard continuously, definitely success is yours. And one more thing I would like to point out, there are many students who used to come and say, sir, last time I scored 46, but at the same time 46.5 was the cutoff. This time I did not write the exam, but 44 is the cutoff. So what a bad luck. Please remember, fortune favors the brave. Don't worry about the results. Keep working hard, constantly trying. So this consistency is very important to clear NET exam. Dear friends, do you want to check your knowledge level based on the new syllabus? Don't worry. You can find a link below this video. You can take a model exam. Access that website, register, take a model exam. Based on that, immediately you will receive a feedback based on unit. So for different units, the questions are given, and in each unit, what is the knowledge level? Immediately you will get the feedback. You identify in which unit you are weak. Based on that, you start your preparation. I hope the video is useful. If you feel continuing your journey with Elite English Academy to clear your NET exam, feel free to call 6381458485. Thank you. All the best.